I see you. Y'all already know what the fuck this is. Y'all already know what the fuck about to happen. Y'all already know what the fuck going on. We about to rank all the current War for Cybertron Trilogy and Studio Series 86 figures that have come out at the time of this stream. So now this is gonna be like the last stream where I'll let everyone choose who is going into the top tiers and who's going into the bottom tiers. Another tier list. Sweet. Gonna start off with a bang. Yep. Finna start off with a banger. Oh, another rank? Yeah, boy. I figured I'd start off at a time like this because I figured this was going to be one long ass list. Like, look at all these figures. I mean, some of them are repaints, retools, or new molds that just so happen to share parts with another figure. Now, I'm going to make this clear. I will not rank any of the retro reissue headmasters that are currently out because they're not part of any toy line. They're not in the War for Cybertron Trilogy or Studio Series 86. They're their own line. Scorponok and S. Yes. Titan class Scorponok and S. Great articulation, cool base mode, and Scorpion mode. Great double headmaster gimmick and awesome paint. Yep. Scorponok deserves S tier because he's a Titan. Galaxy Upgrade Optimus is B tier. Good figure, but if it wasn't for the supposed problems, it'd be A tier. Okay, so let me just find Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime. Here he is. This is going to be hard for me because I do not have any War for Cybertron figure. Same goes for the original Siege Optimus. So Siege Optimus is B tier, if you say so. Here he is. I'm guessing all Siege Optimus Primes because Siege Optimus Prime has gotten a couple of repaints and redecos. I mean, Nick over here is going to have to be more specific when it comes to the Siege Optimus Prime. Siege, Smoky, and it had good paint, good alt mode, but this need to be fixed up. The Kingdom... Is Nick stupid? Kingdom is part of the War for Cybertron line. I'm gonna need somebody to correct this nigga. Have you not seen my Black Arachnia review? Like, what? Stupid ass. I think you know the answer to that. Okay, so Siege Smoke Screen in B minus. So, yeah. Nick, get your act together. Don't make me slap you up, boy. Mm. Skylink's S tier because the neck on him is scarily thin. I thought it would break, but no, it's amazingly sturdy. Well, Skylinks is the commander class figure. What did you expect? This shit was gonna break? Hell no. Quintesson Judge in C tier. Good design, but it suffers from its weird half-functioning gimmick, lack of posability, and its gun cut plug-in anywhere. It's good enough to hold it. Okay. Where's the Quintesson Judge? Here it is. Quintesson Judge. Shit. Shit. Cheeto or C tier, I feel like more love should have been put into the figure, like the fur detail and all the good stuff. Cheeto also should have came with his gun. Cheeto should have came with the gut gun. But they went for the tail whip that he didn't use until his transmetal form. So poor Cheetor had to go into C tier. Ain't that a bitch? A real bitch. Crosshairs in B. For retool, he's surprisingly good. Companion has Colton decent. Yep. I do wish I had the Siege Crosshairs because I've heard a lot of good things about that figure. And you said, oh, I said B. Siege, Starscream, A tier because they somehow got his Earth mode from that weird Star Fox looking ship. Okay, so specifically Starscream. Mm-hmm. I said Cybertronian. I know. I think you need eyes and ears to actually understand and comprehend what the hell going on. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna try and come at you. I'm gonna let someone else come at you. The Tetrajet he had in G1. I'll be bold and honest. The Soundwave Sound Blaster mold in B. The body was definitely a Soundwave, but the all mode looked like him doing the splits and folding into a pretzel, and his pet Ravage was bulky. So the Siege Soundwave mold. I'm guessing you're going to see Soundwave. Okay, so Soundwave, where was Sound Blaster? Where the hell is I can't tell if Sound Blaster is here. I'm not seeing him. Oh, never mind. I think I do. So past figures of Ravage have shown he can be far smoother and slimmer and still achieve the cassette mode. So Ravage in C, if he technically counts as a figure, well, the Micromasters and Battlemasters count as well. So I guess. Waves Ravage. Mm. Well, based on what I'm seeing, I'm not seeing Ravage. I'm not seeing the Siege or Earthrise Ravage. And the Earthrise Ravage comes with the Netflix Soundwave. So, not seeing him. Bumblebee C tier because it looks way too much like the Masterpiece Bumblebee. Plus, it took so long for him to come out. I thought a figure we got when the first time came out. Well, Nick, Cliff Jumper came out, which is a first. The fact that Cliff Jumper came out before Bumblebee is a first. So, here it is, Bumblebee. Here he is. I mean, if we're gonna be honest, I'm surprised Bumblebee didn't get his Cybertronian mode as seen in the first episode of the G1 cartoon. I mean, it probably would have been difficult for them to transform Bumblebee into his Cybertronian car alt mode. I'd give Bumblebee a B tier since he was able to achieve a decent Beetle alt mode, also keeping a good robot mode, while sharing the engineering from Cliff Jumper and was not killable City. Earthwise RC B tier because the transformation is smooth, and if we're gonna be honest, the backpack isn't as intense as most G1 RC figures are. Okay, so RC is B tier. Despite his alt mode being a Beetle. Well, here's the thing. Bumblebee is a heavy retool of the Earthwise Cliff Jumper mold. Yo, Nitro Prime, what's good? We back at it again with the ranking. This time we're ranking War For Cybertron and Studio Series 86. Storm is A. Is it because of the Spinner Store mold? Because I agree. I mean, I can agree to an extent. Beast War, Kingdom Beast Wars Megatron A tier because for a figure that size, he's super accurate and the transformation doesn't look as much of a mess as the masterpiece figure. Yep, yep. Beast Megatron, yes. Oh yes. Let me just find him real quick. He's in here. Here he is. Secret mold is A. All of them. Repaints made them better. Yes. So I think Nitro's gonna have to be specific. Siege Secret mold or Earthrise Secret mold. You're gonna have to be specific about that, and be more specific. You're gonna have to be especially more specific when it comes to the Earthrise Secret molds, especially where the cone heads are concerned. I mean, for now, I can just put all the secrets in A. I just have to find them. I mean, shoot. The secrets. Okay, so. Okay, so we got Red Wing. Siege. Sorry about that. And the Rainmakers. Okay, so Red Wing. Okay, so where's the Rainmakers? Oh, here they are. Okay, so I see Skywarp. Unless it's Hot Link. Okay, so here's the Hot Link. Excuse me. Omega Supreme is S tier because all the components, you're like, how the hell did they pull this off? Yep. Omega Supreme is S tier. Any Titan or Commander class figure is S tier by default. Like, by default. Omega Super. It's like all the Siege Seekers are going into A tier. And I mean, you can never go wrong with the Siege Tetrajets. Just. It is Thundercracker. Star Square. Skyward. Thundercracker. It's like, hold up, look at this. The entire, so far the majority of A tier is the Siege Seeker mold. Shoot. I mean, Siege, Ratchet, 9 Hide, B tier. They're good figures, just too many gaps for their upgrade kits with them, so I'm not too bothered. Funny, Crosshairs made it into. Wait. Oh. Wait. Well, at least Crosshairs is. Crosshairs is more B plus when it comes to the Ratchet Ironhide mold. Regarding RC, I'd say C since the joints were loose as hell. With Bumblebee, I think it might have been better than Cliffjumper despite being a retool, so I say B. At least the backpack wasn't the whole car mode. Yep. Shell former. Instant shell former. Well, I think I'll put B either S plus or B minus. Nick, it was the top of her car mode, and it went down to her legs. How is that better? Interesting question. How is it better? Okay, so yeah, I think RC and we are gonna have to go like at the end of B. If we're gonna be honest, most RC figures suck, and usually the whole car mode is her back. Yeah, well, that's due to her design. I mean, it's not like there's some sort of kit where you can remove the whole backpack on RC, make her look clean, and you have both the robot and car mode separate. That's why the figure reigns supreme. Earthrise. he was about to say Silver Streak when he meant Blue Streak. And C, Cool inherited all mode of those joints. They were like collateral damage in a Michael Bay movie. That's funny as shit. So Blue Streak and okay, so specifically Blue Streak, like specifically. I mean, if you're, I mean, you might have to be specific because, well, I have heard some good things about the Earthrise Datsun mold. So, what is he? Is he? Oh, C. Sort of. Earthrise Optimus Prime, A tier, because it's very faithful to the G1 character, even having a small battle stand. Just Blue Streak, Smokey did it better. How did Smokescreen do it better? Funny. You know what? You guys must really like me bringing out some of my figures that I currently have. Like, I fucking love Earthrise Optimus Prime, even if I never got to Siege Optimus Prime. Okay, so Earthrise Optimus straight A tier, straight up A tier. Y'all have no idea how good the Earthrise Optimus Prime is. So the joints on Smokescreen are better. So where is Earthrise Smokescreen going? And what about what about Siege Blue Streak and Earthrise Smokescreen? Where are they going? Figures are part of the journey. They make these complete. If Waspinator is there, S tier all the way because he's Waspinator. How stupid are you? Out. Waspinator hasn't been leaked, revealed, and he's not even out. Dumbass. You dumb. I don't know what wave Waspinator is coming in. I don't know if Waspinator is coming in wave 3 or wave 4. Because we're currently up to wave 2 in Kingdom. We're not even in wave 3 yet. Earthrise Smokescreen goes in B as well as Siege Blue Streak. Alright, so we got us a couple of ties here. Looks like the Siege Blue Streak outwins. Where is Smokescreen? This fucking Christ. Scoutermus Prime is being a real nigga right now. Scoutermus Prime is being a real nigga right now. He said to Nick Osborne, did you get hit with a brick as a child? And the mark is still there. Yo, this man is too fucking funny. Lifeline is D tier because she's just a repaint of RC. Well, that's the point. The paramedics aren't supposed to be repaints of RC. So, someone's gone D tier. I am still laughing at this comment. This man right here, his whole career gone, ended, canceled. We came at his ass on some real shit. Like we came at this nigga like Lifeline was low cost moon racer. Changed my mind, but the mold was fine. So, C minus, D plus, C minus. Well. So funny how Earthrise and Siege Blue Streak are in B tier, and they managed to outwin the Siege Blue Streak and the Earthrise Blue Streak. That's funny. I just noticed that. Funny how Smokescreen outwins Prowl. Funny. Smokescreen outwon his fellow teammates Prowl and Blue Streak, and he's probably gonna outwin Barricade. I mean, it's rather funny. Like, look at this. Like, damn. Kingdom Optimus Primal S tier because detail is amazing for figure his size, super show accurate, and there's no robot mode kibble in the beast mode. Yep. Optimus Primal. Where he at though? I'm surprised Nick said S tier for Optimus Primal. I thought he'd say like A tier. Black Zarek, aka Mega Zarek, hasn't been officially released yet, but if it's nearly as good as Scorponok in terms of possibility with the extra paint and no gold plastic cylinder, S tier. Hello, TF Cypher. Hold up, I'm going to make TF Cypher a mod for this bitch because why not? And also because I subscribe to TF Cypher. Like, hold on a second. My man said, Black Zarek. Cypher, don't speak to Nick. His anti-chromosomes might hurt you. I'm fucking crying. Yo, we coming at this one, nigga, on some real shit. Noise. I mean, where is Black Zarek? Let us put our upgraded Scorponok, aka Black Zarek, into the S tier. Black Zarek. I can't. I'm dead. We're going for almost an hour right now. Almost. So we got a lot of figures in A and B tier and a couple in S tier. So who else y'all got? Cause we got so much. It's not funny. Like, damn. Earthrise Starscream, A tier. Very accurate. Paint job is amazing. Head sculpt is good. Hey, my boy Sean Casey, SCTV's in this bitch. You know what, Nick? Let me just. Shit. Let me just. I can only be here for a bit. I have family over. That's a damn shame, ain't it, nigga? My man Nick had to mention Earthrise Starscream. Look at this fucking dude. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is probably one of the best G1 Starscreams, if not the best G1 Starscream we've had. Like, hold up. Where is Earthrise Starscream? Hold on a second. Because this man had to go into A tier. And I agree. Earthrise Starscream, straight A tier. Like, even if he is lacking in the waist and hand, even though Starscream is lacking in the waist and hands articulation, he deserves A tier. Like, fucking, like, real shit. Like, real shit. Like, look at this. Like, you got an accurate robot mode. Well, mostly accurate, considering this appear. Now, this is supposed to be a new mold, despite being based off of the classics Seeker mold, which was a deluxe. This is essentially the best OG Starscream figure, and as well as the subsequent repaints into Skywarp, Thundercracker, and the is Netflix Soundwave on the fucking list? No, he's not. Not yet, anyways. Because he was like A or S tier, because accuracy for all mode and as well as extra cassettes. Cliffjumper's cable was practically jutting out his back. Scadamus Prime, where do you want Earthrise Cliffjumper? TF Cypher said A or S tier, and I agree. Where's Netflix Soundwave? Where's Netflix Soundwave? Where he at though? Oh, here he is. Where he at with it though? My cliff rant was above. Where is... Siege Soundwave is A tier because very faithful G1 Soundwave. The cracked screen is nice touch of detail. Head sculpt is phenomenal. Well, Nick, I think Siege Soundwave is gonna have to be, well, it's kind of A minus because the Earthrise Soundwave was already suggested by Cypher. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get fucking high on some Starburst. Man said he's gonna get high on Starburst. What the fuck? This man on some bullshit. Excuse me. Scout, you got that? So, all this talk and mention about Earthrise Cliff Jumper. What are we doing with Earthrise Cliff, though? So, poor Cliff is going in C. Ain't that a bitch? Well, at least he's up there with Blue Streak in the C. Funny. Cliff Jumper gets C, but Bumblebee gets the B. Ain't that a bitch? Damn. Leader class Siege Shockwave's B tier. Me personally, I'm not a fan of the upgrade kit, giving him extra arms and looks like a Star Destroyer, but I like the eye and good paint. Alright, so, yeah. Where Shockwave? Where's Shockwave? So, wait a minute. The regular Siege Shockwave or the Shockwave mold in general? Because Shockwave did get a repaint in Gen Selects. Poor Cliff. Where's Shockwave? Okay, so here's the Galactic Man Shockwave. I might as well put the Galactic Man Shockwave in the same spot because he's basically the same mold as Siege Shockwave. But he's going up here with some of the OGs. Shockwave in general. Okay, so the Shockwave mold. Galactic Man Shockwave. Me personally, if he were a tank, he'd be A tier. Well, guess what? He's not. He's supposed to be a laser pistol. That's G1 Shockwave's whole ideal. I mean, I'm guessing his all mode is some sort of Cybertronian jet. I mean, look, animated Shockwave and Prime Shockwave, and I guess Dark of the Moon Shockwave, they're tanks, so I see where you're coming from, but they're not OG Shockwave. I mean, personal preference. Jetfire, aka Skyfire, on S or A tier. G2 Sideswipe, B tier. Bet! Where is Jetfire? Where is Jetfire? Oh, here he is. Here is the fire of Jets. Man, my boy Jetfire had to go into S or A tier. You know what? Because Skylinks is in the same tier, he's going into the S or A tier. Commander Class Jetfire, straight S tier. Jetfire is straight S tier. Is anyone noticing the trend where Jetfire is getting the most love for being S tier? Like, okay, G2 Sideswipe, B tier. Where is G2 Sideswipe? Where he at, though? Here he is. Funny. Now, why is G2 Sideswipe B tier? I'm guessing it's because, well, it's G2 Sideswipe. I mean, shoot. Mains had put G2 Sideswipe at a low tier. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. Because color scheme, understandable, but that loud 90s looks better than normal Sideswipe though. So what about normal Sideswipe and his subsequent Netflix repaint? Like where is? Okay, so where is? Okay, so we got where is Sideswipe? I mean, here we got the regular Siege Sideswipe, and where is the Netflix subsequent Netflix? Here it is, the subsequent Netflix Sideswipe. So, May said, Kingdom Paleotrix S tier. I don't know how the hell you get a robot mode out of a T-Rex skeleton. So, Nick says Kingdom Paleotrix is S tier. Where is Paleotrix? Because the fact that, okay, this is rather funny how he said Paleotrix is S tier. I don't know how the hell you get a robot mode out of a T-Rex skeleton. I don't know either, but that's the whole point of the fossilizers. The fossilizers are supposed to be like the weaponizers and modulators from Siege and Earthrise, transforming into weapons and shit. It is rather interesting how these types of, you have to wonder where the hell and how and where the hell, you have to wonder what the hell is up with the creative team up at Hasbro making the fossilizers for Kingdom. Like, we got a lot of good figures in the S and A tiers, especially considering some of the A tiers made up of the Seeker mold. I mean, we already have the Siege Seekers and Earthrise Starscream, but what about the other Earthrise Seeker molds? God tier engineering. So, Nick thinks, well, Nick says God tier engineering for SS Jetfire and Kingdom Paleotrix. I'm not gonna blame you. About Paleotrix. Fast Track and Black Warichi. It's Fast Track and Black Ricci, an A-, cool design, great paint, fabulous all mode, but the weaponizer gimmicks fucking suck and flip flop. Looks like Fast Track and Black Ricci get the and the stick. Looks like they got the shred and the stick. I mean, you can't blame them. That weapon mode for Scorponok, the weapon mode they have, bullshit. Where is Black Ricci? Where he at though? Those mans had to go into the A-. Fucking hell, they fucking suck. That's funny. That's actually funny shit. Kingdom Black Arachnia is B tier because everything holds well in spider mode. Legs aren't individually ball jointed, and accurate robot mode as well as good spider mode. Y'all need to stop bringing up figures that I already have. Like, hold on a second. Okay, I actually like the Black Arachnia mold, despite some of the issues it may or may not have. So, she going into B tier. Like, hold on a second. Let me just quickly show off my Kingdom Black Arachnia. I'm pretty sure you guys should check out my review of this figure. This is probably the best Black Arachnia figure we've ever gotten at the mass retail market because, let's be honest, screw the masterpiece figures. Like, get that shit out of here. This is mini masterpiece at a good level. Insert no, I don't think I will Captain America meme here. What? We going for about an hour now. Let's do this. Come on. Where y'all at with it? Let's go. Siege Chromia C tier because the backpack doesn't look good. Wish they could have folded it back more. I agree. Where is Chromia? There it is. C tier. I'll include the Netflix repaint of Chromia just because. I mean, where is the Netflix repaint of Chromia? I mean, I'm just gonna include the Netflix Chromia in the thing because they're basically the same figure. With Siege Chromia being more clean. Double Dealer looks like a B tier. You know what? That was a mistake. Saying that was a mistake. Double Dealer in A. You already know. Double Dealer in A. You already know why. Where's Double Dealer? Hold on a second. Where is this boy? Ah, here he is. Double Dealer straight A tier. Yo, if you have the Earthrise double, Actually, should this be a two-parter because there's so many figures from this line? No, it should not. This is not going to be a two-parter because I am going to include the Studio Series 86 figures. I will be omitting the retro reissue headmasters that apparently are here. Oh, and the crossover figures, because the crossover figures aren't in this line. This is... Oh, didn't see him. What's stopping him from going to A tier in my list is the bird mode. So you hate the bird mode on this figure? You can't do my boy Double Dealer like that. You cannot. TJ, tell TF Cypher why you cannot do Double Dealer like that, though. Like, you don't even know how good of a figure this is. This is essentially the best Double Dealer figure we've gotten after, well, his original toy. Like, damn. This and Earthrise Optimus Prime are probably the figures I played around with the most after I got them. Cypher, take a take a Cypher, take a long step the fuck back and go jump onto the nearest brick. TF Cypher, take a long step back and jump onto the nearest fucking brick. Oh, if there's Studio Series 86, then Hot Rod is D tier. Hold up. Why you gotta do Hot Rod dirty like that, though? Like, where is he at, though? Hold on a second. Like, what? You really have to do Hot Rod dirty like that? Like, are you joking? Hold on a second. Let me just find him real quick. Why is Hot Rod in D tier? That's what I want to know. Why is... He's the fucking leader of the mercenaries, but the bird mode. Nick, shut your dumbass up. Like, shut the fuck up, you dumbass nigga. Scout, there are no bricks behind me. Brick appears. Oh shit. oh shit. See, now, I like the bird mode on the Double Dealer figure. Not gonna lie, SS86 looks lit. Tell that to Nick Osborne, TF Cypher, because he suggested Hot Rod going to D tier, which is bullshit. Hot Rod in A, he's a better version of the figure for a smaller body and lower price. See? Scottimus Prime knows what the fuck is up. Nick, you know we talking to you. You know we talking to you with your dumb ass. Nick, you shithead. Hot Rod shouldn't be in D tier. He should be in A tier or B tier. Like, honestly. Look, I'll put Hot Rod in B tier, so he's close to A tier because he's that good. Like, hey, you, hey, you, dickhead motherfucker. like, dickhead motherfucker. Like, what's up with you? SS86 Grimlock is A tier because color on point, has sculpt detail, portions are on point, animation looks fun. Not a fan of the red thing on him, which remove it. Alright, let me find SS86 Grimlock. Real quick. Hold up. Where he at with it though? Where is Grimlock? on, come on, come on. Fucking shit. Uh, Where is that? Ah, here he is. I always never seem to see the figures you're saying because they're just buried. Like, I'm gonna put Grimlock between Optimus and Double Dealer. Or should I put him between Optimus and Soundwave? I think I might as well put the repaints of Earthrise Optimus Prime and Siege Optimus Prime in the same place. So, where is... Okay, so Earthrise Optimus Prime, repaint. So, you, like, look, if I have not said this before, I'll say it again. You guys need to be more specific with these types of figures, especially considering where I'm putting them. Where is... Here he is. Here's the Walmart 35th anniversary Optimus Prime. I mean, shoot. This is mostly War For Cybertron figures with Studio Series 86 done in, since, well, Studio Series 86 is in scale with the War For Cybertron Trilogy, so not much you can do about that. Cyclonus, the warrior, and his armada in A tier for the same reasons. Not that much of a motor vehicle. Fuck, I really want that Kingdom Cyclonus. And with him, 86 Scourge. I need that. I want to find and get Kingdom Cyclonus. Man is going straight A tier. Like, fucking damn. Damn, that is one good Cyclonus. We haven't had a good Cyclonus since the Combiner Wars, and that version of Cyclonus was supposed to be a combiner anyways. Earthrise Ratchet is S tier for G1 fans. Ratchet is very accurate to how it looked, and he's not a monstrosity like the G1 toy. That's because the original G1 toy was a Diaclone mech suit for Pilot. That was the whole deal with Ratchet and Ironhide. What? Nick Osborne, what bush were you burning when you said Hot Rod and D tier? Because I need that shit. It did a good job on you for sure. Earthrise Ratchet. Where is Earthrise Ratchet? What about Ironhide though? Like, if you say Ratchet, you have to say Ironhide. Like, it's the thing. It's the thing with Ratchet and Ironhide. Like, you can't have one version of the mold without the other. Like, honestly, the fact that he said Ratchet. Okay, the fact that Nick said Ratchet in S tier, what's holding him back is the Lifeline figure. Well, the Lifeline repaint of Earthrise RC. But it's the fact that he said Earthrise Ratchet. Hot Rod is D tier because I can never forgive him. This man is still holding a grudge against the 86 movie. Hot rods don't kill primes. Primes kill primes. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. Awesome. Remember that, dickhead. Yes, that's right. Optimus Prime killed Optimus Prime. If we're gonna be honest, the majority of fans don't care for Hot Rod. Are you sure about that? Do they not care for Hot Rod, or do they not care for Rodimus Prime? Think about that. Do they not care for Hot Rod, or do they not care for Rodimus Prime? Think about it. Cause here's the thing. Here's the thing. How stupid are you to the point that you don't know the reason for the scripts for the movie script? The script was for Optimus to die, despite the fact that Ron Friedman was not at Ron Friedman, who was part in working for Transformers the movie. Ron Friedman was opposed to kill off Optimus Prime, but because Optimus Prime was seen as a toy in Hasbro's eyes and not seen as a character. Damn it, Cypher. Don't blow my cover. And I want you to know I planted the gun Megatron used to kill Optimus while he was blathering so I could usurp leadership. You see that gun Buckethead used to kill Prime? Yeah, there wasn't any ammo in it. Scout thought the pistol, which gave the illusion that Max killed Prime, but it was he. Sub JJGE. It's about time you came into this bitch, cause we need to come at Nick Osborne for his stupid ass. His stupid ass. Glad you can make it, by the way, because look at this tier list we made for Studio Series 86 and War for Cybertron Trilogy figures. Like, look at this. Like all the good figures are in S tier and A tier. Some good figures in B tier, and others, well, the good to okay figures are in B tier, C, D tier. D tier is straight. Like, now, probably both, because honestly, he was the newcomer and he got the title to be Prime. Why? To be honest, I'd rather see Cup as a Prime. How I would just like see Bumblebee as a Prime. How? Wow, so cool. Okay. I'm gonna need everyone in the chat. What? Okay. Has Nick done his research? Because I'm going to need all of you in the chat to come at him. We need to come at him because he's hating on Hot Rod for the wrong reasons. The wrong reasons. The wrong reasons. I am Siege Magnus in A or B tier. Well, if that's the case, what about Kingdom Magnus? Like, Siege Magnus? What about Kingdom Magnus? Like, hold on. Where's Siege Magnus? I'll put Magnus in B tier. I don't know about Kingdom Magnus. I haven't seen a single review on him yet. No, I just don't like Hot Rod in general, because to be honest, he looks too human to be general about. His vehicle mode is cool, though. I haven't seen a single... You got all these Transformer reviewers out here, and yet you haven't seen a single one. I'm looking at you kind of suspicious, like, Black Arachnia is such an accurate figure. JJGE, you got a point, because look at this, look at this beautiful Spider Woman. Not Kingdom Magnus. Yep. Nick Osborn. Prime got himself killed, since while he was blathering, Megatron was clearly reaching for a gun, one that took Prime's life because Optimus didn't have the ball bearings to pull the trigger. Yep, that's why I own her. You own any other Kingdom figures, Beast Wars wise? JJGE? Not at the moment, but I will eventually. So far, Black Arachnia is my only Beast Wars figure from Kingdom. I mean, as much as I want the G1 figures, because most of my collection is G1 and Movieverse, I do want Beast Wars. Because let's be honest, who doesn't love Beast Wars? Like, let's answer that question for a minute. Like, who doesn't love Beast Wars? I just noticed there's only one figure in D tier, and that is the Lifeline repaint of Earthrise RC. That's some Beast Wars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Let's put Kingdom Magnus in S tier since Samuel looks hella different. The only thing that made me think he was a repaint was because the physical evidence in bot mode. Arms, legs, head, etc. Looks like someone has not chosen death. My boy, Scouter's Prime, has not chosen death by putting Ultra Magnus from Kingdom in S tier. Alicon is D tier because transformation is N, plus he's obscure, not a lot of fans, even G1ers will remember him. The only G1ers that will remember him are G1ers that have seen Transformers the movie and the subsequent third season. It appears that Nick Osborn has chosen death for putting the Alicon in D tier. So, you have chosen death. Okay. Where is the Alicon? I think Punch should go into B tier because the way he was able to shapeshift into an Autobot or Decepticon. Stupid ass nigga. Yep. Stupid ass nigga. Son. Death to Nick Osborn. Send him to the Sharktacon pit. A tier Blaster, because for some unknown reason the paint looks a bit better on the figure. Okay, well, Sound Blaster is already in B tier, so you should have Nick, you should have spoken your piece when I put Sound Blaster in B tier. You should have spoken your piece then, not now. You should have been spoken your piece. Nick, too late. Sound Blaster is in B where he belongs. So, what are we doing about some of the repaints of other figures? Hold up. Oh, I didn't know. Someone already picked him. Have you not been reading? Have you not been watching and reading the comment section? You are hella ignorant. There's just so many figures to pick from. No shit. That's because some of these figures are repaints, redecos, retools, even new molds. So what the fuck you expect from this type of shit? Dumb fuck. Like, I mean, I would say we should get some of the repaints out of the way. Repaints, redecos, retools, and shit like that. But I'm letting you guys pick on who should go on this list. I mean, let's look at the remaining figures, because we're not even halfway there. Although I think we kind of are, because I will not be counting the... Okay, let me bring this up again. I will not be counting the crossovers or the retro headmasters. I'll only be counting Studio Series 86 and War For Cybertron Trilogy. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. Is Netflix Nemesis on the list? No. TF Cypher, Netflix Nemesis is not on the list. Speaking of Netflix Nemesis, where do you want to put him? Repaint figs are B tier because the repaints doesn't make the figures better. Because he looks and is a great figure plus the add-ons. Well, TF Cypher, where do you wanna put him? Man said, damn. Well, let me just find Netflix Nemesis. Where is Nemesis Prime? Where is the Nemesis Prime? Oh, here he is. So, what are we doing with him? Deep cover is in B tier. Average repaints of Sideswipe, which our model build jack should have taken priority over. Okay, so let me find deep cover real quick. Deep cover in what? B tier. Okay, so anyone notice how the Sideswipe repaints are in B tier, but Sideswipe? Anyone notice how Sideswipe is not on the list, but the Sideswipe repaints are, like G2 Sideswipe, Deep Cover, etc.? Netflix Nemesis, A tier. Definitely A tier. I'll be right back, bitch. Oh, hell no. Okay, so Netflix Nemesis is an A tier. It would appear that TF Cypher has not chosen death, unlike someone, Nick. Okay, so straight up A tier. Like, hold on a second. Covers in B. I just noticed that there are three images of deep cover, which I don't get. Like, now I'm gonna make this disclaimer that I'm not the one who found and accidentally copied these images. Whoever copied these images must have whoever screen capped these images must have duplicated them by accident. Wheeljack A tier because they used actual cars based off of very cool and accurate looking, and he looks fun to transform. Well, Nick. Looks like Nick has not chosen death with putting Wheeljack in A tier. Looks like Nick, you have not chosen death by putting Wheeljack in A tier. Just Wheeljack straight A tier, like real shit. And because no one's gonna say the Netflix repaints, I'm gonna put the Netflix Wheeljack in the same spot, unless you guys want the Netflix Wheeljack in B or C tier. Nick has survived for now. Anyways, once again, Siege Hound, B tier, Netflix Hound, C tier, because I heard from people that it sucked. Well, I think the only reason people said it sucked was because of the joint in the head. Okay, so where is Hound? So B tier for Hound, C tier for Netflix Hound. Well, I have the Netflix version of Siege Hound, so I see where you're coming from. I understand why he's, in a way, lackluster. I mean, I have the Netflix version of Siege Hound because I missed out on the regular retail release of Hound, despite him kind of, but not really, show forming my stores. Actually, Scott, I'd say Nightbird is B tier because the fact that she has vehicle mode is a miracle. Shut up, you imbecile. Let me just find Nightbird, because the fact that you said Nightbird is B tier ahead of Chromia is, I mean, not that I'm complaining. Where is Nightbird? Oh, here she is. The bulk doesn't work for Nightbird. That's all she wrote. The bulk doesn't work. If Shatter and Strong Arm have taught me anything, it's that because your fembot doesn't mean you need to have a slender figure. Not all fembots are slender figures, like RC or Black Arachnia, for example. We're going for an hour and a half now. Let's do this. We're kind of halfway there, though. Like, look at this. We're halfway there. But she was portrayed as slender in G1. Nigga, my nigga, she was portrayed as slender in G1. That's my complaint. Slam Dance on C tier because I had a feeling he'd be in C tier. Well, I mean, because it's not a proper Slam Dance and it's just a repaint slash, well, redeco slash slight retool of Skytread, I see where you're coming from. I mean, yo, Yo, my nigga back. So Nitro Prime had to do something real quick. Still, it's nice because she has vehicle mode. My question to you guys is, what do you want to do with the Netflix repaints? Like Nick said Wheeljack, so I put in the Netflix repaint Wheeljack with him. Someone said Hound, I put the regular version in B and the Netflix version in C. So what do you want to do with that Netflix Wheeljack? Because you guys need to be more specific, like really, really specific, so I'm not confused and I just put two of the same figure mold of the same character in one spot. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Nick is bad for your health. Nitro Prime, my nigga, get out. Nick is bad for your health. Save yourself. LMAO, but for real, how bad? Plus, sacrifices will be made with certain figures. Earthrise Ironworks in B tier because his gimmick isn't useful, but I like the robot mode. I mean, that's the point of the modulators. The modulators are supposed to be useless in vehicle mode. Okay, so Ironworks in what? B tier. He's like smoking 10 cigars a day. I'm weak. I'm surprised he didn't make Triptychon. Why are you surprised? Triptychon was in Titan's Return. Why the hell? Why the fuck would we get another Triptychon when we got one in Titan's Return? Think before you speak, you dumb. Think before you speak, you dumb fuck. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I'm surprised all that coke you be smoking hasn't killed you. I'm crying right now. You dumbass. You dumbass. He was in Titan's Return. Nick, go to sleep. Anyone seen the X-Men crossover figure? Because I haven't. And if they did, what's here? Cypher. He is not on this list. He is not going on this list. He will not go on this list. Because they have Omega and Scorponok and Skylynx, all the famous big boys. They already did Triptychon. They're not doing it again, especially if it's going to be a re-release. I think I just ended Nick's whole career. Oh, he did. Scoutemus Prime. Scoutemus Prime has ended Nick's whole career. Oh, on God, you spelled the big boy wrong. Well, that's because they haven't done those guys. Kill him. Oh. Yo. Can Scoutemus Prime find that meme? Can Nick or Scoutemus can Scoutemus Prime, Nitro Prime, or TF Cypher say, Power Master Scoutemus Prime, youngest leader of his time? I want chips. That's understandable. So, who got left? Look at who we got left. Like, hold up. Am I allowed to say the cassettes are A tier? Do not speak. It hurts my brain. Ah! My man Cypher wants pizza. That's understandable. He don't get it. Here's what he doesn't get. The cassettes are not even on the list. Like if you go here, I will go here because the cassettes are not here. Like, none of the cassettes are in this bitch. And I am dead ass right now. None, and I mean none of the cassettes are in this bitch. SSA 6000 B tier, because it looks great, poses great. Wish I didn't get the power of the Prime's version, but what's stopping him from A tier is his alt mode. What's stopping him from... It's because of licensing, Cypher. You ever consider licensing is a problem? Because Hasbro can't get the license to certain vehicles. They couldn't get the license for Dino, which is why they had to make a fake version of what a Ferrari would look like. They couldn't get the license for Jazz, which is why he's stylized. Bruh, I used to get pizza every day, my man. It looks bland. How does it look bland? Prowl is B tier because he's a remold of Blue Streak, but a good one. Which Prowl? Earthrise Prowl or Siege Prowl? And you are wrong because... Nick, you are wrong because you are stupid. Prowl came before Blue Streak and Smokescreen, not after. Because Prowl is an OG, like Blue Streak, Prowl came before. Blue Streak and Smokescreen, so yeah. Like I said, be specific. Earthrise or Siege Prowl? Both. You have not chosen... Nick, you have not chosen death by saying both. So let me find Prowl. And put him in B tier. And he's not a remold. He's not a remold of Blue Streak. He came before. Prowl came before Blue Streak. So he's not a remold. He's the original figure. Get your shit right. Get your shit together. Get Nick, get your shit together. And I mean it, get your shit together. Don't make me come for you. I'm being serious. Don't make me. Okay, so Prowl in B tier with his mold mates. Smokescreen. There is Prowl. Oh, here he is. Smokescreen. Wait a fucking minute. Not only do we not have Suncons, we don't have Treads either. Well, Scoutermus I gotta go. I'm doing some Easter shopping with my mom. Alright. make sure to get your shit together, because you are stupid as stupid. Exhaust is a great figure, but not as great as Wheeljack, so I'm putting him on B tier and Bugbite in B tier due to them being mercenaries. Okay, so Bugbite and Exhaust going to B tier. Well, looks like Cypher has not chosen death yet. Cypher has not chosen death yet because he's putting Exhaust and Bugbite in B tier. I mean, what sucks is that they're not retail released because they ended up being in the show anyways. Is that the Ironworks? Let me put the Ironworks with it. Where's Bugbite? Oh, here he is. Make sure to buy some. Make sure to buy some brain cells too. I'm fucking crying right now. I mean, I think Exhausts. Now, granted, Wheeljack is a good figure, but the head on Exhaust, as well as the new paint, makes him stand out, and why he's a Decepticon, well, mercenary. Anyways, Bugbite. See, now, Bugbite is supposed to be a mix of Bumblebee and Cliffjumper. 6-gun and Chromar in B tier. Is it because of the mold and the fact that they're weaponizers? I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, you haven't chosen death yet, so I don't have the 6-gun Chromar mold, so I can't speak my piece on him. Oh, them. Where's Chromar? Oh, here he is. They were the best weaponizers in my opinion. They were the best. They were top tier when compared to Cog, Fast Track, and Brunt. I don't blame you. I'm not gonna blame you or argue. I see what you mean and why they're B tier. Damn. Huh. I just noticed that all the good figures and I just noticed that all the decent figures are in B. So, where's everybody at though? I mean, we're halfway there. I could keep going because I chose a good time to, do the stream. Last night. Mirage and B. Okay figure, G1 as hell. Facts. I mean, you can never go wrong with a bot like Mirage. So I'm putting him right here. Right next to them. I might as well include the Hollow Mirage and the Decepticon Mirage since, well, Scoudamus said Mirage, so I might as well be like Mirage in general or a specific version. So where's the Decepticon Mirage? Where are you at though? Oh, here he is. Funny how all the good figures are dominating the S, A, and B, and the okay figures are in C. The lackluster are in D. Yeah. 86 blur and A tier. Accurate design, all mode, and good posability. I kind of want him to replace my Titan's Return blur, because my Titan's Return blur, he's kind of broken. He started having loose joints over time. I really want to get the 86 blur. We got quite a lot to go. I mean, I think we're halfway there, especially considering looking at this. Damn, you guys are something else. You guys have chosen wisely, and some of you have chosen death. Kingdom Rodham is an A tier. From what I've seen, it's fairly accurate of the newest Prime. Accessories are cool and trailers are great. Another good thing about Kingdom Rodham is that he has a Matrix Chamber. An image of Rodimus's Matrix Chamber was revealed a couple of days ago. So where is Rodimus? Here he is. Rodimus and then straight A tier. Like straight A tier. I mean, him being a commander class figure, I mean, that's not bad. With Rodimus being a commander class figure. Scout sends his regards. Return to the chat. Fuck yeah. Like, you guys have made it. Anyway, Cog is in B tier. The gimmick is fuck all since the figures he combines with will be top heavy as hell, but the mold is decent. So, specifically Cog. Excuse me. There's Cog. Ah, here he is. Cog in B tier. You know what? I'm gonna put him right about here between Six Gun and Ironworks. The gimmick is fuck all. Cog in his repaint. Oh, and his repaints. Okay, so his repaints into. Wait, who was Cog repainted into again? It wasn't Sator, it wasn't Komar, it was. Shoot. Who was the last Power Dasher? Oh, here he is. Okay, so Komar, Sator. Oh, Aragon. Fuck. Scout beat me to it. The other Cog, the red one, I forgot his name in C tier. Like, I like the design, but I hate the gimmick. A Cog in his fucking head. I almost forgot the name too. It's Aragon. I think that's how it's pronounced. Yeah. Cypher, you kind of slow right now. Rat Trap and B tier, accurate. Always nice to see an accurate scale, but why'd they give him Devastator style bearings? You mean his robot mode fists in his rat mode? That's a damn shame, ain't it, nigga? Where's our chat? How do I chat? Come on, where you at? Where you at? Damn it. Fucking shit. Now, why am I not seeing Rat Trap? Where the hell is he at, though? Shit. You know, you just said it on stream. So that's the team or term names. I am not, for some reason, I'm not seeing Rat Trap. Like, where the, oh, never mind. Like, hold on a second. I could not find Rat Trap for the life of me. I cannot find any of these characters for the life of me. Like, fucking shit. You know, for a figure of his size, I'm surprised they got as much detail from his animation model as they could. Like, damn. So that's the term. Scott, Cypher, I am aware. Zatar in B tier. Nice colors, okay design, but ultimately pointless as no one gives two shits about him, and he barely scrapped up in decency. Brunt with him. Alright. So the Brunt Zatar mold in B like a bitch. Where's Brunt? Where's Brunt? Fucking shit. Why am I not seeing him? Here it is. Brunt is in B tier. We going for 2 hours now. Let's go. I'm probably gonna go for 3 hours since we are this close to complete. Hold up. Let me see how many figures we got left, not counting the figures not in the 2 lines. We got quite a lot. So. Wait, I'm going to include the Siege Netflix Magnus with the regular Magnus, since it's essentially the same figure with rung. Okay, let me make this clear. Anyone who doesn't say a certain character and that character is a repaint, redeco, retool of that same character. Siege Unauthorized Barricade in B tier. He came from a good mold, which is the Prowl Blue Streak Smokescreen mold. So no wonder he'd be here. The colors are great. The thing keeping him from A is the joints. I agree. So let me find Barricade. Okay, so that's the Earthrise. Where's the Siege? Let me put them in. I put them next to Prowl Blue Streak and Smokescreen. Barricade. The Reflector 3-pack, as well as Scrap Face and Reflector in general in B or C tier. But Scrap Face is in B because I love his color scheme. So, you have not chosen Death. Cypher. So let me find, okay, so C tier for the Refractor 3-pack. Reflector in general. Where is he? Scrap Face going into B tier in this bitch. Y'all know a man's had to go into the B tier. Hasbro and their goddamn trademarks. Yep. They could not get the name for Reflector. They had to. I mean, Refractor is close. They just changed like the middle of his name from Reflect to Refract. Like, I mean, I don't get it either, but the thing they like to do, I don't get it. Where is the regular release? Oh, hold up. Brian Gomez. Hello. Now, let me make this clear to everyone. I will not be including the punch counterpunch that came in the 2-pack with Earthrise Barricade. So he's going right down there. Let me just find. Where is the regular Refractor release? Shit. I don't know. Shit. Oh. I am blind as hell because I can never find the figures you guys are saying. Like, fucking shit. Shattered Glass. I'm back again. Shattered Glass Prime is B tier. Yep, hold up. Let me find Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. Here it is. Speaking of Prime, what do you guys want to do with Shattered Glass Ratchet? Since Nitro over here said B tier. And I agree. I mean, it's another Optimus Prime, but an evil one. SS86 Jazz on A or B tier because you didn't add him yet. Hold up, I did not yet. So where he at though? Where he at with it though? Here he is. Let me put him at like top B tier or A tier. I'll put Jazz right next to right behind Black Warichi. Siege, Genslex Hotshot. In B, he barely resembles the defense Hotshot from Transformers Cybertron, which inspired him, and he would do better as his own mold. That sculpt is okay, as well as the joints. Shattered Glass Ratchet on C tier, maybe. Hold up. Let me get Hotshot and Shattered Glass Ratchet. Hotshot. So Hotshot is going next to Hound, sharing the same mold. Where is Ratchet? Okay, so Ratchet, C. Shattered Glass Ratchet, C tier maybe. Am I gonna die? Yeah, C tier. I mean, if Optimus from Shattered Glass is B and Ratchet is C, I mean, I'm not gonna cancel you or come at you. I mean, I see what you mean. I mean, he is repaint of the Earthrise Ratchet. So, yeah. We got a couple, we still got more figures left. I just noticed that no one has said alternate universe, or should I say dead Optimus Prime, and no one has even brought up Sideswipe and the other repaints, because all I've seen on this list from the Sideswipe mold is Deep Cover and G2 Sideswipe. So let me just rearrange some things around here, get the repaints and redecos together. That way it's easier for me to find shit. Like, we got all these figures, and no one has brought up any of the repaints, redecos, retools, or new molds of these characters. Like, what? So, Skywarp, Dirge, Ramjet, G2 Ramjet. I just noticed no one brought up Earthrise Ironhide. Hubcap, Megatron, Beta 1, G2 Megatron, Spin Out and Cordon, G2 Hero Megatron. We got, what else we got? Inferno and Grapple. Egg Face and Snapdragon. Where is Hoist and Trailbreaker? G2 Sandstorm. Overair with Airwave, Thundercracker. Runabout and Runamok. Scourge. I mean, hold up. Because no one said the Centurion drone, I'm going to put the Centurion drone in C. Unless you guys want the Centurion drone in D, since he basically shares the same mold as Brunt and Satar. Tiger Track in S tier because he's Tiger Track and is freaking god. Disclaimer, Tiger Track is early Sunstreaker and is no way important, so he deserves B. Huh. So, I mean, shoot. Let me just get Tiger Track onto the B next to G2 Sideswipe and Deep Cover. Impactor. at least it's organized, and I know who I can find now. Good looks. Dead Prime in A. We already know why. Yep, Earth Optimus Prime, especially in dead colors, A tier. Straight A tier. Low A tier at that, but still A tier. Does the Centurion Drone count with accessories? Well, the Centurion Drone can be used. Well, the Centurion Drone is its own character. The accessories are just for the other figures. Either way, in B, I don't know why. I just like the better color scheme than Brunt or Zatar. Well, Brunt and Zatar are also in B, so yeah. Plus, he's a drone and comes with the accessories. Grease Pit, C tier, because he looks worse than Ironworks, and his alt mode supports that statement. You just roasted a whole redeco of a figure. Where's Grease Pit? Let me get Grease Pit into C tier. Oh wait, was that C tier or B tier? That was C tier. Poor Grease Pit. He didn't deserve that, but he chose the wrong mold. Should have had a better mold, nigga. Elite 1 in B tier looks better than RC despite being the same mold. Yep. RC got outdone by Elite 1. Ain't that a bitch? Sideswipe, Red Alert, Spin Out, and Cordon. And all the others head to B. Alright, if you say so. Okay, so before Sideswipe and all of it. Sideswipe, Sunstreaker. Spin Out. Cordon. They headed to straight B tier. And all the others. Hold up. Where is the... Oh, Red Alert. Yeah, Red Alert's gonna go higher than Sideswipe because you can't help but like the colors better. Red Alert. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of B tiers. Well, all those B tiers are apparently good figures, but also okay figures. I mean, a lot of the figures in B tier are good, and some are just okay, decent, and mediocre. Something I'm noticing is yep. I mean, you guys want some of these characters in B tier. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. If you want some in C or D, some in A and S. Green Light Lancer, C tier. The color scheme is weird and it's basically chrome. Yep. Straight C tier. Straight C tier. Right next to chrome. Which, you know, only way I can sum up this timeline is alright with gems in between. 35th anniversary Megs and Netflix Megatron are A, B tier. They're awesome, love the color scheme, and are better than the subsequent retool into Earthrise Megs. So, funny, the original Siege Megatron is better than its subsequent retool into Earthrise Megatron. So, okay, so Megs. What do you want to do with the G2 colors Megatron from Siege and Earthrise? C tier. I don't like the color scheme. 290s, but that's what they were going for. Okay, so which Megatron is going to C tier? Both of them? Because we got the Camo Megatron from G2 and the regular G2 Megatron. I mean, you didn't say anything for Earthrise Megatron, so I'm guessing you want Earthrise Megatron in C tier as well. I mean, you didn't speak your piece, so I guess I might as well put all the Earthrise Megatrons and the Siege G2 Megatron. Astro Train in A tier. Bet. I agree. Astro Train, bet. Gorgeously painted and a whole bunch of fun put into one body. Just scroll up a bit. Astro Train, straight A tier. Like real shit. Yeah, both. Alright. So what do you want to do about that Earthrise Megatron? I mean, do you want him to be in the same tier as the G2 repaint of him and the Combat Megatron? I mean, it's like Earthrise Megatron got the short end of the stick despite being a retool of the previous Siege Megatron. Motor Master. Yeah, just keep them on C tier. I wonder if Hasbro will make a Genselect Gold Bug from a repaint of B127. If they do a gold bug, it'll have to be from the Netflix, not Netflix. Either the Netflix Bumblebee retool from Earthrise Cliffjumper or Earthrise Cliffjumper. I mean, if they do a gold bug, he'll probably be like a retool of Cliffjumper, and the Bumblebee head will have to be retooled. I mean, they could just borrow the bug bite version of the mold. They keep the Cliffjumper body, keep the Bumblebee head sculpt. Earthrise Skywarp, Thundercracker, and the let's look at A tier because A tier has all the Seekers. Okay, so Skywarp and Thundercracker. I do want the Skywarp and Thundercracker 2-pack because I have Earthrise Starscream. Skywarp, Thundercracker. You might need to separate the conehead version of the mold. Here's the thing. Dirge, Thrust, and Ramjet, you're gonna have to separate them. I could put Skywarper Thundercracker in A tier with Starscream, but I think I might have to put the coneheads in B tier, despite being retools. So Dirge, Thrust, and Ramjet. I mean, I'm also going to include G2 Sandstorm and G2 Ramjet. I mean, they're good figures, yes, but I mean, heavy retools of the Starscream mold. Hubcap in C. Neon as hell, face sticks out on his head. His joints save him, but irredeemably hideous head. Well, you can't blame Hasbro for, well, I mean, you can kind of. Looks like poor Hubcap got the short end of the stick because he's sharing mold. I mean, shoot. Yeah, might as well keep Earthrise Megatron in C tier since no one said anything about him, as well as the subsequent repaint, as well as Combat Megatron. I'm surprised that, hey, we're almost done. Ain't that something? We've been going for 2.5 hours now, which is a good thing because, see now, Skytread and Impactor, B tier. Not bad. I might as well. Well, you weren't specific about Impactor, so because they're all the same mold, I might as well include all versions of Impactor. And Skytread. I mean, you said Flywheels, but Skytread is his new name now because, yeah, Skytread is a better name than Flywheels. I don't know why Hasbro couldn't use that name when they created him back then. I mean, shoot. Let me put Skytread way up here. Impactor. And put Impactor up here. Runabout and Run Amok in B tier. Alright. Let's get the battle chargers. Let's give the battle chargers some love in this bitch. SSA6 Scourge in A or B tier because he's good. Okay. I mean, we're probably going to get the sweeps anyway, so Scourge is going to have to go in low A tier next to... You know what? Let's put Scourge next to his comrades like Linus. Cup is an A, as the Scourge. Where is Cup? Let me find Cup. Here he is. Let me put Cup next to... I'll put Cup and Blur next to each other. Kingdom Warpath in B tier. He's pretty awesome, but he has parts farming and he's too small. That's what she said. Well, guess what, TF Cypher? You don't know Warpath. He may be small, but he can zowie, wham, bang. Oof, self-burn right there. LMFAO. If you mention Warpath, you know you have to zam, zap, and insert an explosion just anywhere. I really want the Kingdom Warpath, by the way. Y'all already know Warpath equals zowie, wham, bang. I don't know. Y'all already know I'm gonna kablowie. Bang. Kablam. Bammo, blammo, zams, kazowie. Me in the back. Let's put Shockwave and his Michael Bay failure in B. I think I already answered that question. He is in B, right there between Crosshairs and Sound Blaster. If SS Grimlock is not on that list, then what the fuck? Immediate S tier. He's amazing. TF Cypher. Grimlock already went into the top of A tier. If you want Grimlock in S tier, bet. Shockwave and G1 Nitro Zeus. I know it isn't him, shut up, but it's already on B. Yep. I mean, someone, I think it was Nick, said A tier for Grimlock, but if you want Grimlock in S tier, I can put him in S tier if you want. Like, straight S tier. If Galvatron is on their S tier, I hate to break it to you, but Galvatron isn't on here. At least not yet. So until Galvatron is proper, hell yeah, man. Galvatron would be straight S tier if he was on here. Galvatron isn't on here, sadly, because whoever made this is only going by official reveals by Hasbro instead of leaks or until we get images of Galvatron. Look, until I get an image of Galvatron here, he's gonna have to be a blank. Oh, what else? Netflix Meg's on A tier because you haven't yet. I already gave my reason. I'm not seeing. Oh, never mind. I think I am. Hold up. Straight A tier. Straight A tier. Next to the other Mechatrons, right there. Yikes. Earthrise Ironhide on whatever tier Ratchet is on. Same old, different accessories, paint job, and head. Well, Earthrise Ratchet is, believe it or not, S tier. Believe it or not, Earthrise Ratchet is an S tier, but the Shattered Glass Ratchet is in what, B tier, C tier, I think. If I'm not mistaken, Shattered Glass Ratchet is in. I think he might be an A tier. I could be wrong. Where is Shattered Glass Ratchet? Did I put Ratchet on this list? Earthrise Ratchet S tier. Crackhead Nick strikes again. Yep. Shattered Glass Ratchet's on C tier. Okay. Well, where would you put Earthrise Ratchet then? A tier or B tier? Because guess what? Hold up. Dinobot is S tier? Let's go. Let's go. I need to get Kingdom Dinobot. Like, hold up. Where's Dinobot? Here he is. Here he is. Let me just. Dinobot. I agree. Dinobot is S tier. He deserves S tier, as he always should. As he should. Dinobot is beast. Goddamn, Nick. Ironhide and S tier. Well, guess what? Let me ask you guys this: Siege mold or the Earthrise version of the mold? What's going on here? Because we got Ratchet, Ironhide, and Crosshairs in B. We got Earthrise Ratchet in S, and Shattered Glass Ratchet in C. So where do you really want Ironhide? B, A, or S? Because we already have the Siege version of Ironhide, Ratchet, and Crosshairs in B, so I mean A, I guess. Inferno and Grapple A or B tier. The transformation is how it should be, but it's simple. Hoist on B tier. Damn it, Nick, what burning bush were you smoking that you compelled? Hard crime. Also Trailbreaker. Earthrise Ironhide and A. Okay, so should Ratchet stay in S or should he be with Ironhide in A? Answer the question. I mean, he is the same figure, yes, but shoot. I mean, I guess I could leave Ratchet in S tier or put him in A tier. So, Inferno and Grapple. Yep, straight A tier. Those two are going straight A tier. Like, real shit. I mean, I kind of like Inferno a bit more than Grapple, especially since Inferno fixes some of the issues that were present on Grapple. So, Hoist and Trailbreaker in B tier. Trailbreaker in A or B? Like, what? Well, since Ironhide is in A tier, I might as well put Ratchet here, since we can all agree on something. I mean, Trailbreaker, where is he going? Is he going ahead of Hoist or with Hoist? Because Hoist is apparently going to B tier. Hoist is gonna go right about here. Trailbreaker. Where do you guys want Trailbreaker? Same tier as Hoist or a bit higher, since, well, Trailbreaker is a retool, a proper retool of Hoist. Like what? Okay, so with Hoist. All right. We're going for 2.5 hours now. We're almost done. Look at that. We're almost done. You guys might have to hurry it up and wrap it up with all the leftover figures. Because we got the Airwave mold, we got the Kingdom Core class figures, we got Spencer, who hasn't been on the list, but Rotorstorm is on the list, surprisingly. We got Springer, Ape-Face and Snapdragon, the Transmutate retool of Paleotrex, we got Vertebrake, Air Razor, Huffer, Ractonite, and the Quintesson Pit of Judgment. Okay, disclaimer, and I'll repeat this again. These crossover figures and re-releases of other figures that aren't in the same toy line will not count. Punch, despite being in the same line, will not count because he's a re-release. The Headmasters and crossovers, not counting. The clones, despite being in Earthrise, are just re-releases of previous figures, so yeah. Springer, B tier, straight B tier, alright. Springer. Ape-Face and Snapdragon, B. Okay, I'll put Ape-Face and Snapdragon in B, just to be fair. I mean, I like Snapdragon because I have him, but I do want Ape-Face. I sadly missed out on Ape-Face. So I'll put them, like, right there. Air Razor in A tier. I'll put Air Razor in... Yeah, Air Razor in A tier. Quench Sunset in A tier. Alright. Hot House and his other counterparts, B or C. Well, I'll put Hot House in C, and I'll put Over Air and Airwave in B, because, well, I mean, depending on the preference of the colors, like, who do you like? Sinister in B, Huffer in B, Core class figures also in B. So you guys I mean, do you want Rotorstorm as well? Because Rotorstorm is in A tier, by the way. So where do you really want Spinister? Because apparently, Rotostorm managed to win over him. And I might as well put all the core class figures right here in the same tier, as well as Vertebrake, since no one said anything about her. Okay, Huffer in what, B tier? All right. I love his color scheme. Spoiler pack Megs, no. The gray one, the gray version of Hot House. You mean Airwave or Over Air? Because they're essentially the same figures. Looks like we're almost about done. We just need to put Transmutate and Ractonite on the list. So where do you guys want Transmutate and Ractonite? It's like everyone started dominating. Why is everyone dominating the B tier? I find that funny. So, yeah. What do you guys want Ractonite and the Transmutate retool? I mean, Ractonite is a new mold. Transmutate is just a redeco retool. I don't know about the other two. Well, let me know when you get to a decision. The Fossilized is in B tier. All right. So, I mean, all the fossilizers, because where's Paleotrex? Do you want all the fossilizers? Because Nick was smoking again. Everyone in B tier, because the toy line is average. And everyone in B tier, because the toy line is good to average. You want to know what's funny? Nick put Paleotrex at S tier. Every fossilizer. Looks like Paleotrex is going to have to go with them. Because apparently Nick was smoking when he said S tier. You guys need to look at the comments. Nick needs to get sober. Well, tell him that because he's currently out shopping and he suggested some characters in S tier and you guys are saying A or B tier. Nick needs to get his act together. When Nick comes back, once we're done here, I think we're done. Are we done? We're done. Yes, we're done. He's not going. He's not going. They're all not going. Well, boys, I think we did it. We got all the good figures in S and A tier, the good to average to mediocre figures in B tier, the decent, not good enough figures in C tier, and the terrible figures in D. I mean, the Alcon, I mean, Lifeline, I mean, those two in D. Am I the only? Funny. Studio Series has been lacking when it comes to certain characters, but the War For Cybertron Trilogy hasn't. Anyone notice that? because the only bad figure I'm seeing, it took us almost 3 hours, boys, but we did it. Nice. We're almost done. We're almost done. I'm going to download this and share it with the rest of y'all on my social media and whatnot. Who would have thought it would have taken 3 hours? I did. I knew it would take almost 3 hours. But it was worth it. It was worth the 3 hours of the stream. Worth it. Straight worth it. Like, let me get some dabs in this bitch. Like, I'm gonna need, like, can I get some of y'all to dab in the comment section at this shit? He said, fuck this shit, I'm out. 3 hours of sweat for consistent rank. Crackhead Nick's opinions don't count. Why not? I mean, not that I'm complaining and shit, but why not? Like, let's dab in this bitch. Like, man said, I said all kinds of Like we finna dab on these bitches. 3 hours of sweat for consistent rank. So, crack makes man stupid, and Nick gives. That's some That's how come. Like, look at God, boys. We did it. We made a god-like tier. Like, look at it. Look at this. Like, hold up. Like, look at this godlike tier. Jesus. Boys, we did it. We made a godlike tier for the War for Cybertron and Studio Series 86 toy lines. Because, damn, we got a lot of good figures, especially the good ones in S and A tier. I mean, Scoutimus said, crackhead Nick's opinions don't count. I mean, you guys suggested some of these. I mean, I'm gonna partially count Nick's opinions. Partially. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a night within the next few minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this almost 3-hour stream. Now I hope we get a new Fortress Maximus. We probably won't, since he came in Titan's Return, and Titan's Return was basically the headmaster gimmick. Despite the fact that not every character was a headmaster, but it was stupid, but yeah. We might get a new Fortress Maximus, but we might not, because the current Fortress Maximus we have from Titan's Return might just be in scale with the Titan class Earthrise Forknock. Boys, we did it. We made a godlike tier because, damn, everyone is in A tier and B tier. Few left in C and D. I'm surprised that some of you have chosen. Some of you have not chosen death when it comes to the figures in C. Look, some of the molds are okay, and some of the repaints, redecos, retools, they're okay as well. Kind of they're kind of better, but not really. Well, we're almost at the 3 hour mark, so I think I'm gonna call it in the next 5 minutes. So whatever you guys want to say, that would be the time to say it. The council has the enigma of combination. They're gonna build an army of combiners. This man just had me cracking up. Well, I think that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed helping make this War for Cybertron Trilogy and Studio Series 86 tier list. And I agree with some of your choices. I mean, shoot, we got so many godlike figures from the War for Cybertron trilogy. It's not even funny. We got all of these godlike figures. Stay tuned for the next video or live stream I will make. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Make sure to toss it a like. When you see the replay, make sure to give some extra comments and share with all your friends, family, whatever. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, because I will make more content like this in the coming future on some real shit. Well,